Alright, good morning, Mr. Singletary. A little Friday update here. I've finished buttoning up your boat. Got her ready to go for the next stage here. I've got your original planks reinstalled all the way around. Saved you some money there. There was nothing wrong with your old planks. I was able to reuse them. So, no sense making new planks when there's nothing wrong with the old ones. I've got them reinstalled with 5200. I got everything sanded and all the holes filled with marine filler and sanded smooth and ready for paint. I did have to sand into the white part of your boot stripe, so that'll have to be touched up on the back side unless you decide you want to just go ahead and do the whole boot stripe front to back. I've got your same thing on the bottom. I got all the screw holes filled and sanded and smoothed out the best I can with the way the bottom planks are shaped on your boat. They're a little rough, but over here's all the rest of the stuff that needs to go in once the tank is in. Your lifting ring, your rear seat support braces, bottom half your fuel tank cradle. I'll put some carpet on there. They had some type of fabric. I don't remember what it was. It just fell apart when I took it off. Your self baler. I did plug your self baler, so once the fuel tank's back in, I'll put that back in. It'll look like it did before. It just won't siphon lake water into your boat anymore. Your fuel cap is off the chrome to get fixed. And then if we go to the inside here, let's okay. Alright. Everything is all nice and new. That was no good from before. New transom bow. Got your new strut frame in. We'll drill the other two bolts for the strut once we get your engine lined up. Got your keel in the middle there. The keel support boards are running both sides. They run all the way back to the transom bow now instead of those little short pieces they had in there for the prop protector plate on the bottom. I'd much rather them run all the way back just for support. New rudder support brace going across between the stringers. You can see one angle bracket bolted to that side, and there's another one on this side bolted to the stringer for support. The upper brace is on. The rear section of your fuel tank cradles are in. I've got some carpet on those for when the new tank gets in. There's your sister joints and scarf for underneath all that for the new section of stringer. The starboard stringer, I glued the cracks, clamped them, and then sister jointed it just like I did your engine back here. I figured I was already in here, might as well fix it while I'm here. Here's the rear end of the repairs for your engine stringers, and then we'll move up there and look at that. Alright, up here in the engine bay, this morning I finished up rerouting all the wires and the cables and everything down the edges of the stringers that I had to take off to do the repairs. Did some touch-up paint this morning on a few little pieces, like these little blocks that I had to make for your bulkhead braces. I had to remake those since the old ones went down, and now I had the repairs. So I just had to modify and fix all that. Same thing for these two braces up here, up in the front. But at this point, it's ready to get the engine back in. Waiting on the fuel tank. Once the fuel tank's in, I will get the rest of the everything put back in the backside, and then I can get the rest of these bulkhead planks back on, and we can get it reassembled as soon as that. But as far as all your rot and everything else, all that's already fixed and good. No more rot. Everything that comes in contact with the bottom of the boat I installed with 5200 because I don't like things that leak, especially when you're on a boat. So, but there's your update. Just wanted to let you see where we're at. Is that a number 2?